Helsinki, it's not the first place that pops into your head, is it? When you think Nordic, you think Copenhagen, maybe Stockholm. But Helsinki? This city, my friends, is a hidden gem, a place where history whispers from cobblestone streets and sleek modern design sits comfortably beside centuries-old architecture. Forget the clichés of endless daylight and Viking helmets. Helsinki is a city that simmers, not boils. It's a place where you can wander for hours, discovering hidden courtyards, quirky cafes, and a quiet confidence that's uniquely Finnish. So what are you waiting for? Let's ditch the tourist traps and dive into the heart of Helsinki.
First things first, Suomenlinna. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, this sea fortress is a short ferry ride from the mainland. Built in the 18th century, it's a sprawling complex of fortifications, tunnels, and even a few museums. Grab a coffee and wander the grounds. Imagine the battles, the history, the sheer audacity of building this on a cluster of islands. Back on the mainland, Helsinki Cathedral dominates the skyline. This neoclassical beauty is a landmark, a beacon, and a damn fine photo op. Inside, the stark white walls and soaring arches inspire a sense of awe. Now, stroll down Esplanade Park. This green ribbon cuts through the city center, a perfect spot for people watching. Grab a bench, soak up the sun, and watch the world go by. Finally, no visit to Helsinki is complete without a stop at the Central Railway Station. Designed by Ilio Saarinen, it's a masterpiece of Finnish national romanticism. The granite giants flanking the entrance are iconic.
Ready to experience the city's heartbeat? Head to Market Square. Right on the harbor, it's a riot of colors, smells, and sounds. Vendors hawk everything from fresh fish to Finnish handicrafts. Grab a cup of coffee and a traditional Karelian pastry. For a dose of cutting-edge cool, head to the Design District. This neighborhood is a haven for artists, designers, and all-around creative types. Browse independent boutiques, marvel at innovative furniture, and sip on a latte in a minimalist cafe. In the evening, treat yourself to a performance at the Finnish National Opera. Even if opera isn't your thing, the acoustics are incredible, and the experience is unforgettable.
All right, let's talk food. Finnish cuisine is often overlooked, but that's a damn shame. It's hearty, honest food, shaped by the country's harsh climate and deep connection to nature. Forget fancy foams and microgreens. This is food that sticks to your ribs and warms you from the inside out. Start with some good old-fashioned rye bread. Dark, dense, and slightly sour, it's the backbone of Finnish cuisine. Try it with some smoked salmon and a dollop of sour cream. For something a bit heartier, try reindeer stew. Yes, you read that right. Reindeer, it's lean, gamey, and surprisingly delicious. Slow cooked with root vegetables and a splash of red wine, it's the perfect meal after a day exploring the city. And don't forget the coffee. Strong, black, and often served with a side of pulla, a sweet cardamom bread. It's the perfect pick-me-up.
Embracing the wild side, Helsinki's natural playground. You might be surprised to learn that Helsinki is a city surrounded by nature. Forests, lakes, and islands are all within easy reach of the city center. So take a break from the urban jungle and reconnect with the great outdoors. Just a short ferry ride from Helsinki lies Suomenlinna Island, but this time, we're not here for the fortress. We're here to hike the trails, explore the rocky shores, and breathe in the fresh sea air. Pack a picnic, grab a blanket, and find a secluded spot to enjoy the peace and quiet. If you're feeling adventurous, rent a kayak and explore the archipelago. Paddle through narrow channels, discover hidden coves, and maybe even spot a seal or two. The views are breathtaking, and the silence is broken only by the sound of your paddle dipping into the water.
Winter Wonderland, Helsinki. Under a blanket of snow, think Helsinki is magical in the summer? Wait till you see it in winter. When the snow falls, the city transforms into a true winter wonderland. The air is crisp and clean, the streets are dusted with snow, and the frozen sea shimmers in the sunlight. Bundle up and head to Market Square, where the Christmas market will transport you to a winter fairy tale. Wooden stalls overflow with handcrafted gifts. The air is thick with the scent of gingerbread and glogi, and the sound of carols fills the air. For a truly unique experience, head to one of the city's many saunas. Sweating it out in a traditional Finnish sauna is a must-do in any season, but it takes on a special magic in winter. Afterward, take a dip in the icy sea or a roll in the snow. And don't forget about the Northern Lights. While not guaranteed, Helsinki offers a chance to witness this celestial display.
Helsinki's lingering embrace, a city you won't soon forget. Helsinki gets under your skin. It's not loud, it's not flashy. It's a city that whispers, not shouts. But once you've felt its rhythm, tasted its flavors and breathed its clean, crisp air, you'll understand. This is a city that stays with you long after you've left. You'll remember the crunch of snow underfoot, the taste of freshly baked rye bread, the sound of Finnish being spoken on the tram. Helsinki is a city of contrasts. It's old and new, urban and wild, traditional and modern. Beyond the guidebook's unforgettable encounters in Helsinki, Helsinki isn't just about the sights. It's about the people you meet, the stories you hear, and the experiences you have. It's about the old man selling fish at the market, the barista who remembers your coffee order, and the couple dancing to live music in a dimly lit bar. One evening I found myself in a tiny, smoke-filled jazz club. The air was thick with the smell of beer and cigarettes, and the music was loud enough to rattle your bones. But the energy was electric. People were crammed into every available space, lost in the music. I got to talking with an older woman at the bar. She had lived in Helsinki her entire life and had seen the city change over the years. Finding your Helsinki, a city for every traveler. Helsinki isn't a one-size-fits-all destination. It's a city of many faces, offering something for everyone. Whether you're a history buff, a design enthusiast, a nature lover, or a foodie, you'll find your own reason to fall in love with this city. For the history lovers, there are museums, churches, and fortresses galore. For the design aficionados, there are stylish boutiques, innovative architecture, and world-class museums. For the nature enthusiasts, there are forests, lakes, and islands to explore. And for the foodies, there's a world of culinary delights to discover. The beauty of Helsinki is that you can tailor your experience to your own interests. Want to spend your days exploring museums and churches? You can do that. Helsinki on a budget tips for the thrifty explorer. Helsinki has a reputation for being expensive, but it doesn't have to break the bank. With a little planning and some insider tips, you can experience the best of the city without emptying your wallet. First things first, ditch the expensive hotels and opt for a hostel or Airbnb. You'll save a ton of money and have the chance to meet fellow travelers. Plus, you'll be closer to the action, often in charming neighborhoods that hotels overlook. When it comes to food, skip the fancy restaurants and embrace the local markets. Grab some fresh bread, cheese, and fruit for a delicious and affordable picnic lunch. For dinner, try a traditional Finnish home-cooked meal at a local restaurant or cafe, and don't forget to take advantage of Helsinki's excellent public transportation system. Until next time, Helsinki, a farewell toast. As I raise a glass of Koskenkorva, the crisp Finnish air biting at my nose, I can't help but feel a pang of sadness. Helsinki, you've surprised me. You're not just a city of stunning architecture and pristine nature, you're a city with a soul. A city that embraces its past while boldly striding into the future. From the icy depths of winter to the sun-drenched days of summer, Helsinki offers a sensory feast. The taste of freshly baked rye bread, the scent of pine needles in the air, the sight of the frozen sea sparkling under a winter sun. These are the memories I'll carry with me. So to Helsinki, I say kiitos. Thank you for the memories, the adventures, and the reminder that the most rewarding journeys are often those less traveled.